The last time Cheyanne was here, she claimed she was being investigated over false allegations. She was accused of causing or knowing who caused a burn to her young daughter's face. And she was on the verge of losing all her children. Here's a clip.
Well, I picked my daughter up from school. I get her in the back seat. I noticed that she has a burn mark on her face. I asked her how it happened. She didn't tell me, so I took her to the hospital. And she ended up telling the nurse that one of her mom's friends, male friends, burned her in the face with a cigarette. When I realized that it was a burn, that's what she had told the nurse, I was like irate and mad. And first thing I did was I made a video of it. I filed for emergency custody. The judge must have known that it was a burn on her face because they granted me emergency custody that day. And when the judge gave me emergency custody, she started yelling out, so my kid's supposed to just go over there and get molested again? I think Cheyanne is a bad mom. I admit that I called CPS probably every month during like the first 3 years of my kid's life. Every time I called with something that I was actually concerned about, she would call with a lie. Every time I called, I had a legitimate reason to call.
He's a liar. He's doing this to get my daughter from me. When he found out in court that they granted me full custody 2 years ago, this is when my life was hell.
What do you want to say about that burn allegation?
Well, Steve, I found out over Facebook. He put it on Facebook. I got on Facebook, and that's the first thing that pops up, is the picture of my daughter's face, and on there, a guy burnt her, and I basically covering up for whoever burnt my child. He takes her to the hospital, gets a diagnosis, and the burn, what they say, and they said it's not a burn. They said it's
not a burn.
No, it's a facial wound. They gave her cream and did not give her burn cream. They just gave her cream ointment to put on her face.
Right.
It's a cold sore.
And you think he's coaching your daughter to say that these burns and...
Yes, he sent me a video through text message of him saying, how did this get on your face? Who burnt you? This person did this, you can't do that to a girl.
Like, you're saying he basically coached her through it?
Yes.
But now, you believe that he's molesting your daughter?
My daughter came to me when she was 2.5 and said, Daddy Donovan touched my cuckoo. So as a mother, concerned mother, called CSB. CSB got involved. They didn't proceed with it due to her age. She can't stand on stage and basically say that, so.
Right. Do you think Cheyanne burned her?
I think that whatever guy that she has around her burned her. Yes,
and she would allow a man to torture her daughter?
She allowed me to torture her? So
you first said a man burnt her. Then you changed the story and texted me and said I burnt my child. Which one is it?
That's what she told the detective.
Which one is it?
She told the detective.
Which one? You're the one telling her what to say.
Ask your daughter, bro. She the one said it.
So we asked you, Cheyanne, did your daughter tell you that Daddy Donovan was touching her private area? You answered yes. You told the truth. Yeah. Donovan, this is your lie detector test concerning the molest. And we asked you, have you ever done anything sexual with your daughter? You answered no. Have you ever had contact with your daughter for your own sexual gratification or pleasure? You answered no. The results came back the same to each question, and they came back that you told the truth.
I told Joe in the front row, the second row.
Cheyanne, you took a lie detector test concerning the burn. We asked you, did you cause a burn on your daughter's face? You answered no. Do you know for sure if someone else caused a burn on your daughter's face? You answered no. The results came back the same to each question, and it came back that you, Cheyanne, told the truth.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I would never in my life harm my child and my only firstborn child, never. And that's wrong of you to say that.
I didn't say it, she did.
Okay, now your story changes and everything.
Donovan, you took a lie detector test if your daughter did tell you this. And we asked you, Did your daughter say that she was burned by Cheyanne's ex-boyfriend? You answered yes, and the result for your lie detector test is that you did not tell the truth.
Are you serious? You caused all this. You told me I was gonna look a fool on this show, and you look a fool.
I don't look like nothing.
You do.
I'm not.
You
man,
doing all this. This ain't about me. This is about our child. Are you serious? Yeah, take a picture. That's crazy. That is crazy. You are not telling the truth. You are a liar. You don't deserve to see my child no more. And I'm taking you back to court. You're going to jail.
He is going back to court.
Yes.
I'm going to jail.
Yes. You are a liar. You're trying to take my daughter from me for good for no reason.
Ain't nobody got to lie
I
about
told the
nothing.
truth.
You have this hearing coming up in March.
Oh my God.
I didn't
And
lie.
this
She
is
told
not,
the nurse
this
that.
certainly is not going to help you in the least bit, especially when she tells the judge. You have this daughter, and I don't think you really want her growing up saying, you know, my parents would fight over the stupidest things. They would do this, drag each other to court, lie about allegations stuff.
Nah,
You
I
don't
didn't
want
lie
that.
about nothing. I'm sticking to my story. I don't care what that said.
You can stick with your story.
I don't care what that
And you
said.
can get the hell off my stage.
Yep.
So Cheyanne, when you were here last time, you were facing having your kids taken away because of the allegations. What happened after the show?
Steve, I just want to say I appreciate you and thank you so much, because if it wasn't for you, I probably would have lost my children and been in jail.
Being on the show, that cleared a lot of these allegations against you?
Yes, it did. When I got back, I showed my caseworker, you know, the show, and that she was very happy of me, that I proved my innocence, and that Donovan's lawyer seen the show, and when they seen the show, they dismissed the case for the custody.
What did your caseworker say to you?
I showed my caseworker the show when I got back, and she was very happy for me. She just didn't understand why Donovan would do such a thing to me, and told me that she was going to show her supervisor, and that after they showed the supervisor that they were going to dismiss my case. So by me coming on the show, Steve, they dismissed my Children Protective Services case.
Now, at one point, Donovan had called child services on you more than 30 times. Is he still doing that?
No, actually, since I left the show, Steve, I haven't had a problem with him. He hasn't called CSB on me, and everything's been great.
Does he see your child?
Yes, not too long ago, we went back to court and we came up to a friendly agreement. Basically, we do shared parenting, 1 week with him, 1 week with me.
And how is, I mean, I gotta say it, I don't like Donovan. I didn't like his whole attitude on the show, his demeanor. I thought that, you know, he really tried to put you in a trick bag with these allegations. And, you know, I think that's terrible to put a child in the middle. What would have happened if you weren't able to disprove these allegations? Your children would have been taken away, you know, and all because of what? Over false allegations. How is your relationship with Donovan?
I can say our relationship is a lot better since the show. I mean, we get along for our child, we co-parent. But other than that, I just stay my distance.
So you're not in a relationship with him, you're just co-parenting with him with your child?
Correct. No, we are not in a relationship. We're just co-parent for my child.
Well, you know what? We really love the fact that we can use the show to help somebody like you who's being falsely accused. I'm really glad that we were able to help you, Cheyanne.
Thank you, Steve. I just want to say again, I appreciate everything, because if it wasn't for you, like I said, I don't know where I would be. And I have a happy family. I still have my children.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Take care of your kids. Good luck, Cheyanne. See you later.
Thank you.